Okay, picture this. It's 11:47 p.m. You've got a customer lying in bed, right? They're just scrolling through their phone in the dark. Maybe they desperately need an emergency plumber. Or, oh shoot, they suddenly remember they need to book a haircut for tomorrow. Or maybe they're comparing 5 different local businesses for some big home project. Anyway, they find your profile, they type out a message, hit send, and then? Absolute crickets. Total silence. Why? Because it's 11:47 p.m. Your business is fast asleep, your staff went home hours ago.
But here's the brutal reality of the situation. Your competitor's business? Yeah, it is not asleep. Within exactly 5 seconds, that very same customer gets a warm, instant reply from your competitor, something like, "Hey Sarah, thanks so much for reaching out. We actually have availability tomorrow at 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Want to go ahead and book that?" Boom. By the time your team arrives at work the next morning, unlocks the front doors and, pours that first cup of coffee, that customer is already gone. The booking is gone, the sale, completely gone.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today because we're looking at a literal paradigm shift in how local businesses operate. Seriously, it's a game changer. We're going to dive right into how the businesses that are actually winning today's customers aren't doing it by hiring expensive overnight staff or outsourcing to offshore call centers. Nope, they are using AI customer service agents. And if you take one thing away from our time together today, let it be this. AI isn't just a sneaky way to save a few bucks on payroll. Not at all. It's about unparalleled speed. It's about grabbing demand the exact second it appears.
So here's our roadmap for today. We'll start with number 1, the cost of sleeping. 2, why speed is the ultimate product. 3, will meet your 24/7 employee. 4, the 5 knowledge pillars. 5, building your AI agent. And finally, number 6, presence beats perfection. And hey, don't sweat it. By the end of this explainer, you're going to know exactly how to set this whole thing up step by step. And yes, that means with absolutely zero coding experience required. Promise.
All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the cost of sleeping. What happens when you miss those midnight leads?
To really grasp the true cost of this, let's look at a brilliant case study. It's about this small UK electrical company that decided to finally sit down and analyze its customer enquiries. Now, the owner naturally assumed that the vast majority of his leads were coming in during normal business hours, right? Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Makes perfect sense. But he was completely wrong. It's a massive number, 42%. Nearly 42% of this company's enquiries were rolling in after 6 p.m. And the weekends? Even worse. Saturday nights, Sunday mornings, bank holidays. Customers were actively reaching out at the exact moments when absolutely nobody was sitting at a desk to answer them.
So what do you think happened? Those potential customers just moved right along to the competitors. I mean, put yourself in the consumer's shoes for just a second. If you message 5 different businesses for a quote, and only one replies instantly while the other 4 get back to you, say, tomorrow afternoon, who gets your money? Exactly, the one who answered you right then and there, while you were highly motivated to buy. The fundamental truth we have to face here is that consumers have drastically changed. They demand immediacy, but most businesses, they just haven't changed to meet them.
Which brings us right to section 2, speed is the ultimate product. This is the real competitive advantage today.
Let this sink in for a minute. That competitor who won the electrical job, they didn't win because they were the cheapest. They didn't even win because they were the absolute best at electrical work. No, they won simply because they replied first. In today's hyper-competitive local market, speed itself has literally become the product you're selling. Let's say your competitor replies in a traditional 3 hours. You, on the other hand, armed with an AI agent, reply in 3 seconds. 3 seconds! That's faster than a human can even type the word hello. When you multiply that massive advantage over thousands of inquiries every single year, those saved seconds directly translate to serious revenue. The first business to respond almost always wins, not because they're superior, but simply because they are present. Okay, moving on to section 3, meet your 24/7 employee. This is where we talk about the ultimate multiplier for your business.
Now, I know what happens. When people hear the letters AI, they immediately picture some dystopian sci-fi movie where robots are taking over and stealing everyone's jobs, right? But scratch that. Think about this definition instead. Think of an AI customer service agent as your absolute best employee, working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never gets tired. It never asks for a holiday. And crucially, it never needs a coffee break. It never forgets a random piece of pricing information, and it never, ever gets frustrated when a customer asks the exact same question for the 10th time that morning. It is a tireless multiplier for your human team that can chat with hundreds of customers at the exact same time.
Just think about what this single digital employee can handle for you. It can instantly answer FAQs, book appointments directly onto your calendar, collect contact details, qualify leads, recommend services, send out standard quotes, and even handle cancellations. Imagine a customer messaging, "Hey, do you offer boiler repairs in Manchester?" The AI instantly fires back, "Yes, we provide boiler repairs throughout Manchester. Are you experiencing no heating, low pressure, or another issue?" It carries the conversation totally naturally. The customer feels heard, the lead is captured immediately, and the really urgent, complex cases, those are just get automatically routed right to your human staff. Literally everyone wins.
All right, Section 4, the 5 knowledge pillars. It's time to talk about training your new agent.
So before you go building any software or connecting a bunch of tools, you really have to treat your AI like it's a brand new human employee walking in on their very first day of work. It needs baseline training, right? It needs a brain. So you absolutely must provide it with these 5 foundational pieces of knowledge. First up, services. What exactly do you offer? List it all. Second, pricing. Look, customers absolutely hate waiting. Give the AI some rough pricing to dramatically increase conversions. Something like, standard boiler servicing starts from £85. Third, opening hours. I know it sounds super basic, but trust me, thousands of businesses lose leads over this. Fourth, service areas. Set clear boundaries on exactly where you travel. And fifth, frequently asked questions. Things like refunds, parking, emergency charges. Every single repetitive question handled by the AI is precious time saved for your actual staff.
Which leads us nicely into Section 5, Building Your AI Agent, your practical step-by-step guide.
Okay, this is where the rubber really meets the road. I promised you wouldn't need a computer science degree to pull this off, and I meant it. The modern tools out there today make this a completely logical step-by-step process. Step 1, choose your biggest bottleneck channel first. Please don't try to automate the whole shebang at once. Pick your website chat or Instagram DMs, wherever you feel the most overwhelmed. Step 2, take those 5 knowledge pillars we just talked about and dump them into a simple text document. Step 3, create conversation flows. You want to make sure every single answer pushes the customer forward toward making a decision. Don't just program it to say, "A haircut is £22. Program it to say, "A haircut is £22. Would you like to see available appointments for this week?" See the difference? Step 4 is absolutely vital. Add human escalation. Teach the AI to gracefully hand off complex issues by saying something like, "I'll pass this right over to our human team." And finally, Step 5, test everything. Go in there and try to break it with weird typos and bizarre questions because guess what? Real customers definitely will.
Now, as you're building this out, whatever you do, please avoid the single biggest mistake people make, building an AI that sounds like a clunky 1990s robot. Thank you for contacting our establishment. Ugh, it's stiff, it's cold, it's just awful. Contrast that with the human version. Thanks for reaching out, we'd be happy to help. Listen, people do not mind talking to AI. What they mind is talking to bad AI. Your agent has to reflect your actual brand's personality. If you're a friendly local barber, make the AI sound like a buddy. If you run a high-end luxury salon, make sure the AI sounds luxurious and polished.
And that brings us to our final section. Number 6, presence beats perfection. Let's look at the next wave. To truly wrap your head around why you need to implement this right now rather than waiting a couple of years, we have to zoom out and look at the macro evolution of business tech. This shift towards instant AI customer service, it is not just some passing fad, it is completely 100% unavoidable. Think back to the early 2000s. Businesses without websites looked totally normal, until suddenly, 5 years later, they looked wildly outdated. The exact same wave happened in the 2010s with social media and online booking systems. Instant AI customer service is the exact same inevitable wave. Very soon, customers are going to universally expect instant replies at 11:47 p.m. And the businesses that can't provide that won't just lose out on a few scattered sales, they will feel fundamentally old-fashioned to the consumer. I absolutely love this quote from our source material. In the digital economy, presence beats perfection. It hits the nail on the head. The businesses that are going to dominate tomorrow aren't necessarily the ones with the absolute biggest budgets or the flashiest marketing campaigns. Not at all. They are simply the businesses that make things easy. The ones that answer first. The ones that stay highly available and present even when the physical office is dark and everyone's gone home.
Which leaves us with this final provocative thought. Tonight, while you are fast asleep, customers in your local area will still be searching. Questions will still be asked, appointments will still need to be booked, and purchasing decisions will absolutely still be made. This AI revolution isn't arriving with some massive loud bang. It's sneaking in quietly, one instantly answered message at a time. The technology is already here, folks, so the only question left for you to answer is this: will your business be early or will it be late?